Hi, I'm Lorraine. Welcome to the District Yoga. In today's power yoga practice, we're going to wake up the core. So you'll see us touch into really all parts of the core, the front, the sides, even the back side as we activate that core center. Let's go ahead and get started on our back. So make your way onto your mat and then come onto your back. We're just going to start in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So that just means the soles of the feet come together. The knees just gently open up towards the sides of your mat. Maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And then just give yourself some space to land here. Just dropping into your practice and onto your mat. If Supta Baddha Konasana is a little too much for the hips, you can always extend the legs out long and start in a position that feels the best for you today. I'm gonna stay here in this pose with the feet touching, knees open. And I'm just gonna breathe. Maybe letting the eyes close down. For a moment, just stepping away from that external world. And starting to draw yourself inward. Noticing the breath. Filling up the lungs. Giving yourself that permission to arrive wherever you are. Again, to land right here. Maybe even here, starting to just bring some awareness to our core center. The abdominal wall, not only again on the front side, but also the sides, the obliques. They say really that this core center is our energy center where our power comes from, our control. So we'll just try to tap into that today. Breathing down into that bottom belly. You'll notice today when we move through the different shapes, you'll find times where you're really activating through the core, but there are also times when you're softening through that space. And both are really just as important as the other. Maybe you just notice that. Last couple breaths here. And once you're ready, take a huge inhale. Exhale that out. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, gently start to plant the feet onto the mat, slowly bringing the knees up towards the sky. And then wherever you are, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little rock side to side, massaging that low back. And as we start to move our body, we're right away going to touch into the core. So staying on your back, we're going to lift the feet up towards the sky. They don't have to be completely straight. You could have a bend in the knees. After you reach the feet up, reach the arms up too. So we're coming into a pose called dead bug pose with the feet and the hands reaching up towards the sky. Start to notice the belly draw down and in towards the mat, towards your tailbone, towards your spine. And then just take a couple moments here to breathe. Just to check into that core. Again, activating as we reach our limbs up. Breathing here. You could have a generous bend. Your legs could be going towards straight. Just breathe. We're going to add a little bit of movement here. So it's a little bit of coordination because we're going to move the opposite limb. So a little bit of brain coordination too. So from here, inhale, stay for the breath out. First round, we'll take it slow. Left leg is going to lower down as the right arm lowers down too. So feel that core engage, really pressing the core down and in. Left arm and right leg are still reaching up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring both of those back up. Again, a little coordination as we take the opposite side. So right leg's going to lower. Left arm will lower too. Breathe here a couple breaths. Maybe start to feel that shaking, that activation through the core center. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, bring both limbs back up. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. So you could be ahead or behind me. Left leg, right arm lower. Lift it up. Right leg, left arm lower. Inhale it up. Switching it out again. As you move through this, it might get a little bit more complex with the brain. Lowering the legs, lowering the arms, opposite sides at the same time. Breathe in. Lower the right leg. Lift it up. Last couple here. Let's say 5 more. Finding your pace, your rhythm. Again, we're waking up the core as we start out our first bit of movement. Yes. Breathe it. 3, for 2, and 1. Last side. Lift it back up. Legs towards the sky, arms towards the sky. Let's just start to peel the head up off the mat. Shoulders may come too. Maybe point the toes. Feel that shaking in the core. Breathe in. Lower it down, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock. Just tapping into that core already. Breathe it here. And then once you're ready, just start to rock forward and back. We're going to rock up to a tabletop position. So maybe scooting the legs off to the side and making your way to all fours. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're just going to start into a couple cat-cows. So we'll say hello to the spine, drop the belly down. Maybe stay here, maybe linger here a little. You could sway the hips side to side. Maybe movement might feel good. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, start to round through the back, tucking that chin, pressing the floor away. Stay here. Again, you could add movement here even. Maybe even shifting the hips back as if you were going towards that child's pose. Find your pace, your rhythm. Inhale, find your cow pose. Exhale, round and find that cat. Just a couple rounds. Find some fluid movement. Exhale it out. Inhale, last one here. Exhale, round through that back. Come back to a long neutral spine here. Coming back to tabletop position. Again, start to notice and be aware of that core center. We're still drawing the belly up and in towards the spine. Press the hands into the mat. We're going to keep the left hand glued as we lift the left leg up and back. Draw it long. Right arm's going to draw forward, coming into our first sunbird pose or sun balance pose. Stay here. Notice that I'm really pressing into that left hand. A little balance to start out. My core is still turned on. Notice that it's not just the front of the core either. It's the sides of the core as the limbs lengthen. And then we just breathe. A couple breaths. A little touch into what we are likely going to see down the road in this class. Inhale, a little balance, a little strength, a little flexibility even. Exhale there. One more big inhale. Reach it long. On the exhale, just set the right hand down. We're going to swivel the right foot back towards the back of your space. The left leg's going to stay hovering as you come into modified side plank. So the right hand's down. Left leg is lifted, flexing through those left toes. That right knee's on the mat, left arm reaching up towards the sky. So this modified side plank, we're hovering that left foot. On the inhale, reach the top arm forward. Again, touching into the core here. Let's get the sides of the core. Bring the knee in towards that left elbow. Touch. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, bring those two close together. They don't have to touch. Inhale, knee to elbow. Feel the side of your body, the side of your core as you contract that in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to contract. Inhale it out. Exhale, bring it in. Two more. Inhale. Bring it in. Expand it out. Contract it and come back to that expansion. Leg extended. Left arm forward. Inhale. Set the left foot down. Bring the left arm up towards the sky. Modified side plank. Stay here. Breathe. And then I want you again to feel the core really zip in through that core center. Really press into that back left foot. We're going to just start to come up onto the fingertips. So we're going to activate through that core. Yes. Coming up onto the fingertips. Maybe you start to hover the fingertips. We're going to lift the upper body upright so that the shoulders start to stack right over the hips. The arms are wide. That left foot is still on the mat. You're still breathing. Let's go ahead and reverse this back. Right arm lifts up and back as that left hand drops down, maybe finding that thigh. This should feel nice on that right side body, lengthening on the opposite side that we just contracted. Last couple moments. Again, just waking up that core today. Inhale. Cartwheel the hands down and then pivot that knee, that right foot back. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Find a plank pose. Come onto your tippy toes on your next inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Unravel the toes. Hands stay under the shoulders. Start to peel the chest, the heart forward. Cobra on an inhale. Exhale, lower back down. You decide, either press back through table or come up through plank and lift those hips up long. First downward facing dog as we pedal the feet out and we find a bit of movement. Breathing steady. Noticing the back body here as we come into our first downward facing dog. Press into the hands. Let the head just dangle free between those shoulders. Hips lifting up towards the sky. Feet pressing towards the mat. You should feel this stretch in the back of those legs. Last couple moments and we're going to switch all of that out. So if you're with me, take a few moments maybe of some stillness. Tuning into the breath. Awakening that core. One more big inhale. Press that chest back. Beautiful. Set the knees down. Find that tabletop position. All fours. Wrist under the shoulders again. And then if you're with me, we're going to get that right leg. Draw it back and long. Once you're ready there, left arm reaches forward. Sunbird pose. Spinal balance. Find the length through the limbs. Stay here. Again, turning on that core center. Zip the belly button up and in. Breathe. Press that right hand into the earth, into your mat. Stay with it. Breathe through it. Check in. Feel this out. Last couple moments. Last few breaths. Inhale, reach it long. On the exhale, just set the left hand down. We're going to swivel that left foot out and to the back of your space, opposite side. Once you're ready, right arm swims up towards the sky. The right foot staying and hovering. Flex through those right toes. Really press the earth away. Modified side plank with that right leg hovering. Breathe. So again, we feel this through that core center, really zipping it in line, paying that attention there. The awareness draws down towards that core space. Right arm reaching, breath in. On the breath out, reach that top arm all the way towards the front of your mat. Right leg still reaching back. So here we add that side oblique touch. Inhale, lengthen. And then contract it and knee towards the elbow. It doesn't have to touch. Inhale, expand. Find the balance there. Knee towards the elbow. Expand it out. Knee to elbow, yes.
Inhale. Come on, breathe it through, finding your pace, your rhythm, working into the side of the core here. Last 3. Beautiful for 2 and 1. Come back in towards that length. Right arm's going to come back up towards the sky. The right foot comes down towards the mat. Breathe here. If you need to make any adjustments on your mat, you can. Left hand really pressing. We're going to start to adjust the weight in that left hand. So maybe come up onto the fingertips first, activating through the core. And remember this, we're going to lift up towards the sky. So the crown of the head's going to lift. We're going to use that core as the shoulders come and stack right over the hips. You're still in that position with the legs, with the left knee down, right foot down, arms wide. Let's go ahead and reverse this. Left arm reaches up and long towards the sky, finding a little length through that left side body here. Breathe. Really feel that length. It should feel good through the space of the ribs. Just breathing. Last 3. For 2, one more reach. We're going to cartwheel the hands down and make our way to a plank pose. So step the right foot back, step the left foot back. Find your plank, settle in. Come to the tippy toes, inhale. Lower all the way down. Find your way to your back bend. On the inhale, lift the chest, the heart, cobra. Exhale, we're going to make our way back to downward facing dog, lifting those hips back up towards the sky as we just reset all of that. Take a couple moments, second down dog of the class. Notice the core. How does it feel? Did we wake up some energy there? Breathe steady. Breathe fluid. If you're with me, let's go ahead and move on from here. So press the chest back. We're going to slowly step or hop top of the mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. On the inhale, half flat back, maybe the hands to the shins. Lots of length through the crown of the head, as if you're lengthening each vertebrae of the spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward dive back in, maybe bent knees. On your inhale, let's stand up, reaching up tall. Exhale, hands towards the heart space. Even here, as you stand tall, rooting through the feet, notice that core center, it stays strong. Maybe the kneecaps lifting up towards your face, activating through the quadriceps. Take a couple breaths. Checking in, tuning in. Let's just add this movement. Warm up A is pretty traditional. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back into those legs. Half flat back, inhale. Plant the hands, step back, jump back, float back, your vinyasa. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Reset that. Let's flow that through a couple times. Let's say just a couple rounds, 2 rounds of warm-up A. 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, press the heart back. Exhale, step, hop, or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow it in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart space as you breathe out. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold, dive it in. Half flat back. Plant the hands, step, hop, or float it. Find a vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out, yes. Breathe it here. 1 more round, just like that. Heart presses back. Step, hop, or float, top of the mat. Half flat back. Forward bow. Inhale, upward salute. We reach towards the sky. Hands to the heart space as you breathe out. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold, dive it out. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step, hop, or float it. Vinyasa, you lower. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale back to downward facing dog. We'll say that's it for that warm up A. Body a little bit warmer than when you started. Core still active here. Let's move right on. If you're with me, press the heart back. Step or hop top of the mat. Let's build a little bit more heat here. Half flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees to 90. Weight's going to shift into the heels. As you come into chair pose, the arms float up. Utkatasana, chair, stay. So settle into your chair pose. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer, so about 8 to 10 breaths. Just check in, feet really rooted into the mat. You should be able to lift up your toes if you wanted to. Your shins shifted back so that you're able to see your toes. Squat a little deeper, maybe. Feeling the activation through the back of the thighs, but also the front of the thighs, those quadriceps. Our core is turned on for sure here. Activating through that space. Arms reaching, shoulders down and away from the ears. Last 4. Yes, you can for 3. Last 2, squat a little bit lower, maybe. Forward fold, dive it out. Whew. Inhale halfway. Plant the hands, step, hop, or float it to your vinyasa of choice. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Reset, come back here. If you're with me, we're going to lift the right leg up on the inhale, 3-leg dog. On the exhale, step the right foot through. Stay on the ball of the back toes. Really root down through that right foot. Really activate through that back left leg. Feel the core turned on. And once you're ready, rise up, reach up, crescent lunge. Stay here. First time today, just check into it. Strong and steady through the lower body. Light and lifted through the upper body. That knee, nice bend there, maybe 90 degrees, maybe not. First one, give yourself some space to settle. Give yourself the space to breathe. Second warm up. Really, this is going to be a majority of our flow today. So if you're with me, inhale, reach up tall. We're going to stand up, lifting the knee into the chest. So we're rooting into that right foot. Knee comes into the chest. The hands dropped low as you transitioned to this shape, knee to chest. Flex through those left toes. Root down through all 4 corners of that right foot. Feel the bottom body, that core center engage. Really zipping in from all sides, the front, the back, even the sides of your core. Inhale here. Exhale, stay here. On your next breath in, bend through the right knee. We're going to come back to crescent lunge. As you send that left leg back, arms float, arms rise. Yes. So we're going to flow that a couple times through, just coming to crescent on an inhale. And then standing up, hands come down low when your knee comes into your chest, right? So let's try that out. Inhale to crescent. On the exhale, stand up, knee into the chest, hands come to the sides. Come back to crescent lunge. Inhale, yes. Knee into the chest, stand up, use your core. Let's get one more. Inhale, crescent. Knee into the chest, stay here, breathe it. Flex through those left toes. Feel that core engaged. Yes. Inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, set the foot down, forward fold, maybe bent knees. Half lift. Plant the hands, step, hop, or float it. Find a vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. That's going to be our flow. We're going to try it out on the other side. If you're with me, left leg's going to draw up and long. Exhale, step the foot through, really root down through that left foot. Let's get the footings first. Ball of the back toes. Nice bend through that left knee. Once you're ready, root down and lift up. Use that core as you rise into crescent on the other side. Settle in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, giving ourselves the space to arrive where we are in this shape. Doesn't have to be what it was on the other side. In fact, I encourage it not to be. Last couple breaths, feeling this crescent in your body, downloading the shape into our minds. Really press through that left foot. Breathe it, last couple. If you're with me, we're going to try this out. So reach up on an inhale. Really press into that left foot. Lift the knee into the chest. We're standing tall at the top of our mat. Right knee's lifted. Right foot's flexed. Hands are down by the side body. Breathe. Root down through that left foot. Stay with it. Use that core again. All sides. Front, back, sides of that waist. Zip in. Yes. Let's try to flow that through. So on the inhale, send that right leg back. Arms come and reach up as that left knee bends. Crescent inhale. Stay for an exhale. We're going to get a couple rounds like that. So one breath, one movement. Inhale's the crescent. Exhale, stand up, knee into the chest. Find the balance. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge. Stand up, knee towards the chest. One more for good measure. Inhale, crescent. Stand up, knee into the chest. Stay here, breathe. Feel that core. Stay with me. Inhale, the arms reach up, knee still into the chest. Set the right foot down, bend the knees, forward fold, dive it out. Whew. Building that heat here. Half flat back, inhale. Plant the hands, step, hopper, float it, find a vinyasa. Lift the heart as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out, lifting those hips. So that's it. That's our flow. We're going to get a few rounds, 3 rounds just like that. One breath, one movement. Again, always thinking about the core. All sides, front, back, left and right. We're going to keep that in line with us as we move one breath, one movement. Let's press the heart back. Step, hopper, float, top of the mat. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, fold it in. Come into your chair pose. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Still using the core even as you fold out. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step, hopper, float it. Use your core. Inhale. This should feel nice for the stretch of that front body. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step the foot through. We're coming to crescent lunge. Massive inhale. Stand up, knee into the chest as you breathe out. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge. Remember this flow. Stand up, knee into the chest. We'll get one more time. Inhale for crescent. Find your balance as you lift up, knee towards the chest. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward dive out of that. Halfway. Hands to your mat. Step, hop, jump it. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, yes. Left leg draws long. Step it through. Inhale, crescent. Stand up, knee into the chest. 2 more like that. Inhale, crescent. Stand up, lift it. Using that core, crescent on the inhale. Stand up, knee towards the chest. Come back with the arms up, standing here. Forward fold, dive that out. Whew. Half lift. Plant the hands, you decide. Vinyasa, you go. Inhale. Downward facing dog, breathe it out. Whew. Couple more rounds. Press that heart back. Step, hopper, float it. Inhale, find that lift. Exhale, bow it in. Chair pose, squat low. Forward fold, dive out. Half lift. Hands to your mat. Step hop, jump it. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Right leg lifts. Step through. Inhale for crescent. Stand up, knee to the chest. We're flowing 2 more times. Inhale. Stand it up. Use your core. Last one here. Inhale. Stand up. Lift that knee. Reach the arms. Forward fold. Dive that out. Halfway. Plant the hands. Step, hop, or float it. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Let's get the other side. Left leg. Draw it through. Inhale, rise. Stand up, knee to the chest. Come back to crescent. Anjaneyasana. Stand up, knee to the chest. Last one on that side. Stand up, knee comes in. Reach the arms up. Forward fold, bow it out. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Find your way through your vinyasa. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Last round, we're going to add a little bit to it. If you're with me, press the heart back. Step, hopper, float it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow it in. Chair pose, squat low. Forward fold, dive that out. Inhale, find the length. Plant the hands, step or jump it. Vinyasa, your choosing. Back to downward facing dog. Last round, again, we're going to add on just a touch. Right leg sweeps up. Step the foot through. Inhale for crescent, I rise. Stand up, knee into the chest, I breathe out. Come back to crescent. Knee into the chest, just like before. Inhale for crescent. Last time on this side. Stand up, knee into the chest. Stay here. Root down through that right foot. Active and cinching in through the waist. Breathe. Knees still into the chest. Stay here. Steady, long breaths. Let's add a little twist to it. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist towards the left side of your mat. Find the balance. Maybe fall. Left arm back, right arm forward. We're going to do a big transition here. So if you're with me, let's lift back up towards center, knee still in. Open towards the right side this time. So right arm back, left arm forward. Knee still into the chest, core still engaged. Right leg cooking, I know. We're going to turn this into revolved half moon. So slow and controlled. We're going to send that left leg back as we do. The torso leans forward. Left hand to a block or to your mat as we find a revolved half moon. Flex through those left toes. Really press that heel as if there's a wall behind it into that wall. Notice the core here. Even in our twist, we have some sort of activation here. Nice little twist for the spine. Right arm towards the sky. You could have a micro bend in the bottom right leg. Last couple breaths. We're going to add another shape here. We're going to keep the twist. So if you're with me, bend through the right knee. We're going to send that left leg long behind us. Left hand comes underneath that left shoulder. Right arm stays in that twist, reaching up towards the sky. Breathe. So we come into this dragonfly twist here. Another big transition. Last 3. For 2. One more big inhale. Listen up. We're going to spin that left foot, back foot all the way flat. We're going to cartwheel the hands, leading with the left hand as we come into reverse our warrior. Right arm lifts up and back. Breathe it here. Nice bend through that front knee still. So now hips open towards the side of your space. Breath steady. Last couple moments here in this reverse warrior. Inhale, reach it. Cartwheel the hands down. Wash that out. Find a vinyasa. Inhale, heart shines. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Yes, we got all that on the left side this time. Last time for this little flow. Left leg sweeps up, step it through. Inhale, I come to crescent just like before. Stand up, knee into the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, knee into the chest. Yes. Inhale, our last one of these. Stand up, knee into the chest. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Let's add that twist here. We're going to stay here. So first we're going to twist towards the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. We're twisting towards that right lifted leg. Our core engaged. Breathe here. Again, we're going to kind of cook that left leg as we breathe. Stay with me. Last couple in this twist. Inhale, reach back up towards the sky. Twist towards the opposite side, so towards the left side. Left arm back, right arm forward. Breathe it steady. You're almost there. And then again, a big, big transition as we start to send that right leg back, leaning the torso forward. Right hand finds a block or a water bottle or anything that you can, as that left arm stays reaching towards the sky, and you breathe steady. Just settle in. Breathe. You could have a micro bend in that bottom left knee. Flex through those right toes. Press that heel away. Revolved half moon. It's a huge, huge twist. So know that if you're falling out of it, that's okay. It's a big, big pose. Just come back to meet us. Do what you can. Find that last bit of twist. We're going to keep the arms really as they are. Bend through that left knee. Send that right leg back. Right hand comes right underneath that right shoulder. Left arm reaches towards the sky. Dragonfly twist. Beautiful. Stay. Take a couple breaths here. Another big transition coming to us. Last few moments, maybe sink into that left knee a little more. Take an inhale. We're going to spin the back right foot all the way flat, cartwheeling the hands up and open as we come into reverse warrior. Left arm reaching up and back, left side ribs find that space. Breathe it steady. Breathe it fluid. Just a couple breaths here. Washing all of that out. Breathe. Yes, last 2. One more full reach. Cartwheel the hands down. Find a vinyasa as you lower down slow. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Last little thing. This will be our last for standing. Right leg lifts up. Step it through. Come back to crescent lunge. We're going to get that pulse one more time. So stand up, knee into the chest. Stay here. And then we're going to just add a couple more shapes. So a little more balance to really even out this class. Again, still active through that core. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, send that left leg back. We're coming to third warriors. You send the left leg long. You lean the torso as forward as feels right for you. Arms can sweep back. They can also reach forward if you feel like you need a little bit more. Breathe as you root down through that right foot. Active through that core center, that energy center where your power comes from. Last 3. Last 2. One more big inhale. Get long. Hands down low to the mat. Standing split. You're almost there. Just a little touch for that hamstring. As you fold in towards that right leg, breathe steady. Notice here, I want you to just start to square that left hip. It might mean that that leg is just going to drop a little. That's okay. Hands stay low. Inhale. Let's lift the chest up a little. Send the gaze forward. On the exhale, bring the knee towards the left knee, towards the right knee, towards the chest. Maybe a little bend in that right leg. Inhale, extend out, look forward. Knee towards the chest, contract it in. Inhale, look forward, send the leg back. Knee to chest, last one. Inhale, come back to standing split. Massive breath in. Set the left foot to meet the right. Maybe both knees bend, forward fold. Just hang here. Settle in. Nice and steady. We have all of that just on the other side, and that really is it for today. Using all sides of our core. Waking up that energy center. Inhale, find a half lift. Plant the hands, step, hopper, float it, vinyasa. Heart's gonna shine. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Yes, last time. Left leg draws up. Step the foot through. Inhale, come to crescent. Stand up, knee comes into the chest. Stay and breathe. Rooting down through that left foot. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Massive breath. When you're ready, send that right leg back. Arms come down the ribs. Third warrior or Digasana pose as you stay active through that core center. Breathe. Definitely waking up that center today. Last few moments, last few breaths here in this warrior 3. Breathe. Ha, ha, ha. Last 3. For 2. You know where we're going. Last one. Inhale. Hands low to the mat. Standing split. Left hamstring finds a little length. Breathe it steady. Last little touch. Last little expansion and contraction. Square the right hip. Bring that in line with the left. Gaze is going to look forward on an inhale. Lengthen through that right leg. Knee comes in towards the left, maybe towards the belly. You could bend the left knee. Inhale, look forward, send that leg back. Knee towards the chest, contract. Inhale, one more, yes. Knee towards the chest. Inhale, standing split, last time. Forward bow, just hang here. Super heavy. Maybe let the arms fall. If you like to grab opposite elbows, you can. Just like that, we have one last vinyasa, and we're going to make our way to the cool down of this class. Half flat back. Plant the hands, step, hopper, float it. Your last one today. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Come back in. Yes. If you're with me, shift forward back to plank pose. Lower to the forearms. Come into forearm plank. Yes, I know we just had to touch the core one last time. Press the feet away. If you need to drop the knees down, you can. You're probably going to shake. Last 4. Yes, for 3. Yes, you can. You can do anything, especially from that core center, your energy, your power. 3, 2, from here, keeping the forearms on the mat, lower the knees, lower the hips. Sphinx pose. This should feel good for the front of that body. If you need to make any adjustments to the hands or the elbows, make that here. Take a few long, sweet breaths. Again, noticing the front of that power center. Breathe in this Sphinx pose. Maybe the eyes close. Last couple breaths. Letting that heart rate start to settle down. Letting the body start to cool down. Last 3. For 2. And 1. Let's start to splay the elbows towards the side, creating a pillow with our hands, resting the forehead onto the hands. Take a couple moments there. Just breathe. Maybe focusing in on this pocket of silence. See if you can stay with that. Last couple breaths. Massive inhale. Stay as you breathe out. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press your way through a tabletop position. Scoot the legs off to the side. We're coming back onto our backs. So find your way there. Hug the knees into the chest. Once you get there, give yourself a little rock side to side. From here, plant the feet down. Let's just release a little bit more heat. Palms come down to the mat as well. We're making our way to bridge pose. If you wanted to go to wheel pose, you could. Press through the feet, lift up through the hips, and maybe roll the shoulders underneath. You're not here super long. Just stay here for 5 as you press through the feet, as you lift up through the hips, through the belly, through the front of the body. Last 3. For 2. Massive inhale. As you're ready, gently lower those hips back down. Hug the knees back into the chest. Come into happy baby pose once you're ready, grabbing the soles of the feet. Beautiful. Stay here. Breathe here. We're going to close with a little bit of a plow and a shoulder stand. So if you know that plow is not for you, if you have any issues with the head and the neck, go ahead and come to a seated forward fold. If you're in happy baby still, let's go ahead and reach the feet up towards the sky. We're going to bring the hands by the sides. As you breathe here, we're going to go ahead and lift the hips up and overhead. And then maybe, and I mean maybe, the feet come to touch. You could have a bend in the knees. Sometimes I like to open my knees and bring my knees towards my ears. It's called the deaf man's pose. Breathe here. Finding your variation of plow. Or if you decided not to take plow in that seated forward fold, a little stretch for the hamstrings. It's a nice inversion to close out our class. If you're in that plow pose, bring the hands to the low back. We're going to come into shoulder stand just for a little touch, bringing the feet up and over the hips. Breathe here. Stay with me. Last 3. Last 2. If you did come to shoulder stand, we're going to come back to that plow pose. So bring the feet back overhead. Hands come back down to the mat. And we're going to slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower it down. Slow, slow, slow. Coming back in, maybe bending the knees as you lower back in. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock. Let's give ourselves that last little squeeze, squeezing into a little ball. Massive inhale. Exhale into your Shavasana. Extending those legs, making any adjustments on your mat. Maybe the arms spread wide. Find your way to rest. Maybe softening in the face. In the jaw. Even allowing the core to soften here, to be soft. Massive inhale. Release it through the mouth. Maybe blinking the eyes, gently open. Bringing some awareness to the feet and the hands. If you need a full body stretch, that might feel nice. And only when you're ready, making your way up to a seat. I'll just close by saying thank you for showing up and sharing your energy with me. I hope you leave feeling a little more light and free. Namaste.